Hello guys, welcome to this session. Today we are going to discuss MCQs on Parliament. This session will be having 50 plus questions and every single question is important from the exam point of view. So watch the complete session guys, and if anyone is visiting the channel for the first time, please subscribe the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon also. So let us start our session with the first question. The question is, Indian Parliament consists of A option is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, B option is Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and Prime Minister. C option is Speaker and Lok Sabha, and D option is President and both the House of Parliament. So right answer is option D, that is President and both the House of Parliament, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Next question is, maximum how many times the Parliament has to meet in a year? A option is once, B is twice, C option is thrice, and D option is 4 times. So the right answer is option B, that is twice. Next question is, what should be the interval between the two consecutive sessions of Parliament? A option is 4 months, B is 6 months, C option is 1 year, and D option is fixed by the President. So right answer is option B, that is 6 months. Next question is, the membership of a Parliament and Legislative Assembly membership may be terminated if he remains absent without informing two respective House for a term of A option is 60 days, B is 90 days, C option is 120 days, and D option is 150 days. So right answer is option A, that is 60 days. Next question is, which one of the following provisions deal with the privileges and immunities of the members of Parliament under the Constitution of India? A option is Article 104, B option is Article 105, C option is Article 82, and D option is Article 117. So right answer is option B, that is Article 104 deals with the privileges and immunities which are provided to the members of Parliament, right? Next question is, privilege motion can be raised against a minister when he A option is loses confidence in the government, B is absents himself for a long time, C option is withholds facts of a case or given distorted versions of facts, and D option is limit value. The right answer is option C, that is withholds facts of a case or given distorted versions of facts. Next question is, who among the following has the right to vote in the elections to both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha? A option is elected members of the lower house of parliament, B option is elected members of the upper house of parliament, C is elected members of the upper house of the state legislature, D option is elected members of the lower house of the state legislature. So right answer is option D, that is elected members of the lower house of the state legislature. Next question is, Parliament may legislate on any subject of the state list when A option is there is assent of President, B is resolution thereof has been passed by the state, C option is in any situation, D option is general permission of the state legislative assembly has been received. The right answer is option B, that is resolution thereof has been passed by the state. Next question is, the Parliament can make law for the whole or any part of India for implementing international treaties. A option is with the consent of all the states, B is with the consent of majority of states, C option is with the consent of the states concerned, and D option is without the consent of any states. So right answer is option D, that is without the consent of any state. Next question is, who can legislate on the subjects which are not included in any of the lists of subjects given in the Constitution? A option is Supreme Court, B is Parliament, C is State Legislature, and D is Regional Council. So right answer is option D, that is Parliament. Next question is, the Speaker can ask a member of the House to stop speaking and let another member to speak. This phenomenon is known as A option is decorum, B is crossing the floor, C option is interpellation, and D option is yielding the floor. So right answer is option D, that is yielding the floor. Next question is, 0R is the contribution of which country to the parliamentary system? A option is India, B is America, C option is Britain, and D option is Switzerland. So right answer is option A, that is India. Next question is, what could be the maximum time limit of 0R in the Lok Sabha? A option is 30 minutes, B is 1 hour, C option is indefinite period, and D option is 2 hours. The right answer is option B, that is 1 hour. Next question is, time of 0R in Parliament is A option is 9 am to 10 am, B option is 10 to 11 am, C option is 11 to 12 noon, and D option is 12 to 1 pm. So right answer is option D, that is time of 0 hour is from 12 noon to 1 p.m. Next question is 0 hour in political jargon refers to A option is day when no business in parliament is done, B is suspended motion, C option is adjourned time, and D option is question answer session. The right answer is option D, that is question answer session. Next question is under which article of the Indian Constitution the Parliament can make laws on state list subject for giving effect to international agreements. A option is Article 249, B is Article 250, C option is Article 252, and D option is Article 253. So right answer is option D, that is Article 253. Next question is which one of the following statement is correct? A option is money bill is introduced in the Rajya Sabha. B option is a money bill can be introduced in either house of the parliament. C option is a money bill cannot be introduced in the Lok Sabha. And D option is a money bill is introduced in the Lok Sabha. हमने जब लोकसभा पर क्वेश्चंस किए थे तब इस क्वेश्चन को हम डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. सो आई होप दैट यू आर एबल टू गिव द राइट आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन. राइट आंसर आएगा ऑप्शन डी, दैट इज अ मनी बिल इज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड ओनली इन द लोकसभा. राइट. Next question is a money bill passed by the Lok Sabha is deemed to have been passed by the Rajya Sabha. Also, when no action is taken by the Rajya Sabha within A option is 10 days, B is 14 days, C option is 15 days, and D option is 16 days. So right answer is option B, that is 14 days. Next question is Rajya Sabha can delay the finance bill sent for its consideration by Lok Sabha for a maximum period of A option is 1 month, B is 1 year, C option is 7 days, and D option is 14 days. The right answer is option D, that is 14 days. Next question is when a bill is referred to a joint sitting of both the houses of parliament, it has to be passed by A option is a simple majority of members present and voting, B option is 3/4 majority of members present and voting, C option is 2/3 member of the houses, and D option is absolute majority of the houses. The right answer is option A, that is a simple majority of members present and voting. Next question is who preside over the joint session of both the houses of the parliament? A option is speaker, B is vice president, C option is president, and D option is prime minister. So right answer is option A, that is speaker. Next question is the first joint meeting of both the house of the Indian parliament was held in connection with A option is Dowry Abolition Bill, B is Hindu Code Bill, C option is Bank Nationalization Bill, and D option is Gold Control Bill. So right answer is option A, that is Dowry Abolition Bill. Next question is the joint sitting of both the houses of the Indian Parliament is held in connection with A option is Constitutional Amendment Bill, B option is Money Bill, C option is Ordinary Bill, and D option is Election of the Vice President of India. The right answer is option C, that is Ordinary Bill. Next question is a legislative bill may be introduced in which of the House of Parliament? A option is Lok Sabha, B is Rajya Sabha, C option is either House of Parliament, and D option is none of the above. The right answer is option C, that is either House of the Parliament. Legislative bill may be introduced in either House of Parliament, that is लोक सभा और राज्य सभा. अगर बात करें मनी बिल एंड फाइनेंस बिल की तो उनको जो है इंट्रोड्यूस किया जाता है ओनली इन द लोक सभा. राइट. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज हु हैज द राइट टू इशू मनी फ्रॉम द कंसोलिडेटेड फंड ऑफ इंडिया? A option is Comptroller and Auditor General of India, B is Finance Minister of India, C option is Authorized Minister, and D option is Parliament. So right answer is option D, that is Parliament. Next question is which one of the following expenditure is not charged on the Consolidated Fund of India? A option is salary and allowances of the Chief Justice of India, B option is salary and allowances of the CAG of India, C option is salary and allowances of the PM of India, and D option is salary and allowances of the Chairman of UPSC. The right answer is option C, that is salary and allowances of the Prime Minister of India is not charged from the Consolidated Fund of India. Next question is how can the President spend from the contingency fund? देखिए कंसोलिडेटेड फंड की जो अथॉरिटी होती है वो होती है पार्लियामेंट के पास. राइट. अगर जो कॉन्टीजेंसी फंड होता है उसको स्पेंड करने की जो अथॉरिटी होती है वो होती है प्रेसिडेंट के पास. राइट. So let me see the option. A option is in time of natural calamity, B option is after authorization of parliament, C option is before authorization of parliament, and D option is cannot spend. So right answer is option C, that is before authorization of parliament. Next question is all revenues received by the union government by the way of taxes and other receipts for the conduct of government businesses are credited to the A option is contingency fund of India, B is public account, C option is Consolidated Fund of India. D option is Deposits and Advances Fund. So right answer is option C, that is Consolidated Fund of India. Next question is money bill has been defined by the Constitution under article. A option is 109 article, B is 110 article, and C option is 111 article, and D option is both B and C. So right answer is option B, that is money bill is defined under article 110 of the Indian Constitution. Next question is who among the following decides whether a particular bill is a money bill? A option is President, B is Prime Minister, D option is Speaker of Lok Sabha, and D option is the Cabinet. So right answer is option C, that is Speaker of Lok Sabha. Next question is which one of the following subject is not included in the provisions of the money bill? A option is provision regarding taxes, B is provision regarding borrowings, C option is provision regarding custody of the consolidated and contingency funds, and D option is provision for imposition of fines or penalties. So right answer is option D, that is provision for imposition of fines or penalties. Next question is which of the following is responsible for the preparation and presentation of union budget in the parliament? A option is Department of Revenue, B is Department of Economic Affairs, C option is Department of Financial Services, D option is Department of Expenditure. So right answer is option B, that is Department of Economic Affairs is responsible for the preparation and presentation of union budget. Next question is if the annual union budget is not passed by the Lok Sabha. A option is the budget is modified and presented again. B is the budget is referred to the Rajya Sabha for suggestion. And C option the Union Finance Minister is asked to resign. D option the Prime Minister submits the resignation of Council of Ministers. So right answer is option D, that is the Prime Minister submits the resignation of Council of Ministers. Next question is if a budget is disclosed before introducing in the Legislative Assembly, what will happen? A option is Council of Ministers will have to resign, B is Chief Minister will have to resign, C option is Finance Minister will have to resign, and D option is all of the above. So right answer is option C, that in that case Finance Minister will have to resign. Next question is economic survey is presented in Parliament every year. A option is before presentation of the budget for the coming year, B option is after presentation of the budget for the coming year, C option is after presentation of finance bill, and D option is and has no relation with the presentation of the budget. So right answer is option A, that is before presentation of the budget for the coming year. Next question is vote on account is meant for. A option is vote on the report of CAG, B option is to meet unforeseen expenditure, C option is appropriating funds pending passing of budget, and D option is budget. So right answer is option C, that is appropriating funds pending passing of budget. Next question is vote on account in the parliament is necessary. A option is when government expenditure is more than government revenue. B option is for financing big projects in which huge amount of money is required. C option is when regular budget is not expected to be passed in time. D option is none of the above. So right answer is option C, that when regular budget is not expected to be passed in time. Next question is estimates of expenditure are submitted to the Parliament of India in the form of A option is head of funds, B is excess grants, C option is supplementary grants, and D option is demands of grants. So right answer is option D, that is demands of grants. Next question is the finance bill of Indian government is presented in A option is upper house, B is legislative assembly, C is legislative council, and D option is lower house. So right answer is option D, that is lower house. Lower house means Lok Sabha. Next question is which of the following proposal is related to the union budget? A option is censure motion, B is calling attention, C option is cut motion, and D option is adjournment motion. So right answer is option C, that is cut motion. Next question is which one of the following is the largest committee of the parliament? A option is the Committee on Public Accounts, B is the Committee on Estimates, C option is the Committee on Public Undertakings, D option is the Committee on Petitions. So right answer is option C, that is the Committee on Estimates. It means the Estimate Committee is the largest committee of the parliament. This question is very important, okay? Let me see, here I mentioned the three committees which are important from the exam point of view. So let me see, Estimate Committee is having 30 members, okay, and all these members belong from the Lok Sabha. सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट कमेटी इज द पब्लिक अकाउंट कमेटी. पब्लिक अकाउंट कमेटी में जो मेंबर्स होते हैं वो टोटल होते हैं 22 मेंबर्स. इनमें से 22 मेंबर्स में से 15 मेंबर्स बिलोंग्स फ्रॉम द लोकसभा एंड जो 7 मेंबर होते हैं वो आते हैं राज्यसभा से, राइट. थर्ड कमेटी है कमेटी ऑन पब्लिक अंडरटेकिंग। इसमें भी 22 मेंबर्स होते हैं पब्लिक अकाउंट कमेटी की तरह ही, और सेम इसमें भी 15 लोकसभा के मेंबर होते हैं और 7 राज्यसभा के मेंबर होते हैं, राइट। वो तो सबसे लार्जेस्ट कमेटी होती है वो होती है एस्टिमेट कमेटी। ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज टेन्योर ऑफ द मेंबर्स ऑफ द एस्टिमेट कमेटी इज ए ऑप्शन इज 2 years, B option is 1 year, C option is 3 years, and D option is 4 years. So right answer is option B, that is 1 year. Next question is which of the following is not a tool of parliamentary control over public expenditures? A option is Public Account Committee, B is CAG of India, C option is Estimate Committee, and D option is Committee on Public Undertakings. So right answer is option B, that is CAG of India. Next question is the members of Standing Committee of the Parliament are taken from the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in which ratio? A option is 2 and 1 respectively, B option is 3 and 1 respectively, C option is 4 and 1 respectively, and D option is in equal numbers from both the houses. The right answer is option A, that is 2 and 1 respectively. Next question is the provision for the calling attention notices have restricted the scope of which of the following? A option is short duration discussion, B is question hour, C option is adjournment motion, and D option is 0 hour. So right answer is option C, that is adjournment motion. Next question is in the Parliament of India, the purpose of an adjournment motion is A option is to allow or discuss on a definite matter of urgent public importance, B option is to let opposition members collect information from their minister, C option is to allow a reduction of specific amount in demand for grant, D option is to postpone the proceedings to check the inappropriate or violent behavior on the part of some members. So adjournment motion का purpose रहता है to allow a discussion on a definite matters of urgent public importance. That is option A is the right answer. Next question in the Secretariat of Parliament of India is A option is under the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, B is under President, C option is independent of government, D option is under the Supreme Court. So right answer is option C, that is independent of the government. Next question is the sovereignty of Indian Parliament is restricted by A option is powers of the President of India, B is judicial review, C option is leader of the opposition, and D option is powers of the Prime Minister of India. So right answer is option B, that is judicial review. Next question is who was the nationalist leader to be elected as the Speaker of Central Legislative Assembly in 1925? A option is Motilal Nehru, B is Vittal Bhai Patel, C option is Vallabh Bhai Patel, and D option is C.R. Das. The right answer is option B, that is Vittal Bhai Patel. Next question is in which of the following committees there is no representation of Rajya Sabha? A option is Public Accounts Committee, B is Committee on Public Undertaking, C option is Estimates Committee, and D option is Committee on Government Assurance. So right answer is option C, that is Estimate Committee. हमने previously डिस्कस किया कि जो Estimate Committee होती है वो largest committee of Parliament होती है और इसमें 30 members होते हैं जो कि सारे belong करते हैं लोकसभा से, right? Next question is Public Accounts Committee present its report to A option is the CAG, B is the Speaker of Lok Sabha, C option is the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, and D option is President of India. So right answer is option C, that is the Minister of Parliamentary Affairs. Next question is the main function of the Accounts Committee of Parliament is A option is to examine the financial account of the government and report of CAG, B option is to appoint on higher post of public sector units, C option is to examine the policy according to financial provision, and D option is none of the above. So right answer is option A, that is the function of account committee is to examine the financial account of the government and the report of Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Next question is who nominates the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee of Indian Parliament? A option is Speaker of Lok Sabha, B is Prime Minister, C is the President, and D option is the Chairman of Rajya Sabha. The right answer is option A, that is the Speaker of Lok Sabha. Next question is which one of the following is the Standing Committee of the Parliament? A option is Committee on Public Accounts, B is Estimates Committee, C option is Committee on Public Undertaking, and D option is all of the above. So right answer is option D, that is all of the above. Listen guys, जो पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी होती है वो बेसिकली दो तरह की होती हैं, स्टैंडिंग कमेटी एंड हेड ऑफ कमेटी। जो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी होती हैं वो 6 तरह की होती हैं एंड ऑल दीज आर परमानेंट इन नेचर। राइट। जो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी होती हैं उसमें जो फाइनेंशियल मैटर्स पर जो वर्क करती हैं वो 3 तरह की कमेटी होती हैं, राइट। वो स्टैंडिंग कमेटी जो फाइनेंशियल मैटर्स को देखती है वो है पब्लिक अकाउंट्स कमेटी, एस्टीमेट कमेटी एंड कमेटी ऑन पब्लिक अंडरटेकिंग्स, राइट। एस्टीमेट कमेटी इज द लार्जेस्ट कमेटी जिसमें 30 मेंबर्स होते हैं एंड द रिमेनिंग 2 इज हैविंग 22 मेंबर्स, राइट। यहाँ पर इन तीनों ही कमेटी के मैंने फंक्शन लिखे हुए हैं, तो आप वीडियो को पॉज करके इसको रीड आउट कर लीजिए, राइट। Let me move further. The Right to Information Act of Parliament received the assent of the President of India on A option is 15th May 2005, B is 5th June 2005, C option is 15th June 2005, and D option is 12th October 2005. So right answer is option C, that is 15th June 2005. Next question is which one of the following statement is true about the right to information? A option is RTI is a political right, B is it is a constitutional right, C option is it is a legal right, and D option is it is a social right. So right answer is option C, that is it is a legal right. Next question is the objective of Right to Information Act is to A option is secure access to information from public authorities, B option is provide information to the public by a person who has the information, C option is provide information by the government on a public place, D option is secure information by police from the culprits. So right answer is option A, that is secure access to information from public authorities. So that's all for today guys. I hope that you love the content. Please give a one thumbs up to video. We will meet soon in the next session guys. Till then, bye bye and take care.